Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this does not work. We're going through some rough times, guys. We got to stick together, and we got to keep our ass at home. Keep it at home. Let's keep our ass at home and let's get over with this thing so we can get back to life and back to reality. The only way that's going to happen is by hashtag keep your ass at home. Seriously. Seriously. I'm going to see if I can put that on a t-shirt. You guys saw that logo. I want to keep that ass at home. So, here's what we got news-wise on the Dallas Cowboys. It's been a little bit quiet. It's calmed down a little bit. But Randy Gregory, Dallas Cowboys second round draft pick from 2015. Randy Gregory, who should have been a first round draft pick and should have gotten paid big time, but unfortunately tested positive for the marijuana at the combine. Randy Gregory, who has shown some flashes of being a grown-ass man, unfortunately to have it messed up because of he could not stay off the weed as Stephen A. Smith had. Well, the NFL has put a tamp on Stephen A. Smith with the whole weed situation, just like it did about Jason Garrett going 8-8. The new CBA changes the rules as far as substance abuse. You can get fined, they'll take your money, but they won't suspend you. So Randy Gregory, we're hearing, is going to be filing for reinstatement. I'm tired today. I don't know why I'm so tired today. I guess it's because I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to do as much stuff as possible to keep myself busy, and I guess it's going to work, and maybe I will sleep good tonight. Only problem with sleeping good is waking up in the morning to the news. But Randy Gregory is still kind of raw because he really hasn't had much experience in the NFL. The good news for the Dallas Cowboys is they extended him, but as long as he's been suspended, basically it's kind of like time stood still. He literally would be dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. I know a lot of people are saying, man, I don't want that guy. He can't stay on the field. Well, the reason he couldn't stay on the field is no longer going to be an issue. And as Stephen Jones always says, player acquisition is a 365-day-a-year job. And the bottom line is you look at guys and see, can they help you? And let's say, hypothetically, you can get him back, that you can actually get him working out, because hopefully we do actually have a season that the teams can get together and start working out, and you can get him in shape. Let's say the Cowboys, who have an interest in Snacks Harrison. Now, you look at the contract from Malik Collins, who only got $7.5 million on a one-year deal. You kind of look at that and say, maybe we would have been better off if we had actually held on to that guy as well. But we didn't, so it's water under the bridge. But let's say you can get Snacks Harrison for about $6 million and add him with Gerald McCoy. You still have Tyrone Crawford, although you could release him and get $8.5 million and use that on someone else. But you still have Tyrone Crawford. You got Gerald McCoy that can also rush from the outside. You got D-Law. And you have an NFL draft, and you have Tristan Hill. We don't know what we got from Tristan Hill. That's actually not a bad rotation. It's not awesome. It's not game-changing. It's not earth-shattering. But if you can add a guy, a first-round talent guy, somebody who happens to just maybe fall in the draft to your lap, we could be looking at a totally different result at run stopping. And I think with Mike Nolan, if I think the linchpin may be how is Van Der Esch's health. I think if you can get Van Der Esch healthy and Jalen Smith with Mike Nolan as a coach, if you looked at how my boy Demario Davis played downhill in New Orleans, oh my God. Oh my God. I just got chills. I literally just got chills. You get Snacks Harrison. You get a Randy Gregory who's not worried about staying off the weed. You get Gerald McCoy. You get D-Law, who's now hangry. Hangry, okay? Man, you might be able to do a little bit of damage there. It might actually be pretty good. Oh, and we also have Antoine Woods. That's not bad. I'd say that might be, if you can get Snacks and you get Randy Gregory back, you might be in better shape than you were last year on the defensive line before the draft. I'm okay with that. Nothing's guaranteed. None of these moves are guaranteed to work out. When we signed George Iloka, you looked at it and said, okay, Chris Richard likes taller safeties and things. He's had some experience with the Bengals and stuff. He's played safety. Maybe they could coach him up. You thought that maybe that would be a decent one. A lot of people looked at Robert Quinn and said, well, he's kind of long in the tooth. He probably isn't going to do a whole lot because, well, he had a down year the year before. You looked at Randall Cobb and said, he had the bad man throwing to him last year and he didn't stay healthy and didn't do much. So all of it's a crapshoot. It's all really forget it. It's all really just a guess, okay? It's just a guess and a hope on a wing and a prayer. But on paper, you can look at that and say, okay, we can do some things with that. It's not the best in the world, but it's far from the worst. And if you can get Snacks, I think Snacks could be the linchpin. If you get Randy Gregory, that gives you another body. And again, that also helps because now in the draft, I'm taking the best player available. That's all I have to say about that. The NFL, from the time a person reapplies for or applies for reinstatement, the wind's blowing the flame, and I'm kind of like, I don't want to burn up. Don't want to, that would go viral, but I really don't want to go viral burning myself up. You can apply for reinstatement, and the NFL has to give you a response within 6 weeks. So if this is something he does now, I don't know how they're going to be having meetings in New York. I'm assuming they would end up doing tele-meetings, and I think that's how the NFL is doing all their meetings now. But that would be a big boost to the defense. And that would be getting players, which now aren't costing you draft picks or costing you a whole bunch of money. It's a bargain basement deal that the Cowboys could definitely use. So, here we sit. Another day going by. I ask you, I plead with you, I beg you, if you can work from home, if you can stay at home, please do. I also ask you, if you go to the store, the dollar store, the grocery store, you get something delivered, keep your distance. But also, or you go to the doctor, also recognize those people who are out there, like first responders, and the first responders too, the military, the police, the firemen. Understand that those people to keep this country going and together are out here risking getting the coronavirus. And like we thank everybody in the military, we need to thank all of them. And I thank everybody who's working in any restaurant, anybody who's doing DoorDash, food deliveries, anybody who is delivering goods and mail and everything else, all the people trying to get the medical supplies, all the doctors, the nurses, the interns, all of you people. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you are doing for all of us. And the way we thank all of those people is by keeping our ass at home. Please, please listen. Stay at home. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna take me a shower. I'm gonna climb under the covers and hopefully not burn up. I really need to move that light switch to like right here. I just do. Maybe that's a project I do here while I'm home. I'll see you guys.